Hey guys, and welcome back to the FIFA 20 Chelsea Lampard Legacy rebuild, or not just a rebuild, but just the whole Chelsea build, as the other one is the rebuild, the AC Milan one, as we start off with the game against Norwich here. We're already on the day. I've simmed straight ahead to it, as we actually have them. We have PSV, Everton, West Brom and Leicester. So I think I'm going to play Norwich, maybe simulate PSV. I want to play the Carabao Cup. And then Everton over Leicester, maybe. I think I'm just about to do that. As, come on boys, we need to get a victory against these. But the reason I'm playing them is because I can rotate the squad and have a look at different players. And here is the team we're going to play. You might think it's a bit risky, of course, because it is a league game and we probably need his full team out. But I'm going to go with Jan Oblak in the net, Reece James back in with Skriniar, Diaz and Chilwell. So still a very strong back line with Frankie de Jong ahead of Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount in the midfield. Well, along with, not ahead of them. Jadon Sancho stays in though, because Jadon Sancho is just playing amazing for us. A lot of you guys suggested I play him in cam, which I think I might switch him to after a little while, because Hudson-Odoi is probably going to come on in this game, but as you can see, he's a little bit more tired than Sancho, with Abraham up front, giving him a try, and Pulisic, of course, who's got a point to prove now. Leroy Sané's picked up a knock for 2 months, so hopefully he can take his chance and get back into the Chelsea first team. And there's a last look at our lineup. Looks very strong indeed, although there's a couple of rotations. And let's have a look at this Norwich one. They've got Marcus Stubert in net, haven't heard of him. Callum Chambers, Christoph Zinnemann, Bashiri and Arteaga at the back, with Rupp and Tom Tribal in midfield. Emi Buendia still there with Stiepermann and Onel Hernandez supporting Dermich. So I think Adamaida's still there, but Timo Pukki is nowhere to be seen. So hopefully with the main man gone, the finisher from the Finland. Well, I was going to try and make a pun there, but it didn't really work. As can we get the victory here? Only time will tell. And here is Mason Mount back in the team for, I think it's Hakim Ziyech, who played well against Wolves last time out, but I'm going to give him a benefit of the doubt here. Loftus-Cheek, he wanted to play as we tried to feed a player through straight away in Jadon Sancho. Unlucky start. However, Tammy Abraham, he's won his header, you know. I mean, it isn't the best of them, as we've actually gone and lost the ball with Mason Mount. And Skriniar coming across. Onel Hernandez. Come on, these have lost 8 games out of 8. We don't want a banana split. And of course, Liverpool, we've got to try and keep up with them. They're ahead of us on goal difference, as they've got the ball in the middle here. Norwich City. Tom Tribal gets it back. The central defensive midfielder is. Come on, Sancho, get that ball. Sancho gets it, and he can't pass it out. Come on, boys, we've got to shut that space down as well. As Skriniar gets a tackle in. Don't know how it's been given as a foul. Advantage goes on, and Diaz, I think he's just offside. We're better than this, boys. 15 minutes in almost, and yeah, Norwich with the first chance of the game. But Tammy Abraham here cuts back. Really good cut. Feeds Mason Mount. He's got Rocky Bashiri to beat. And Mason Mount's got a bit of pace. He's got away from him. Mason Mount across net, and it's 1-0 Chelsea. Give us one chance and we will go ahead and score. Mason Mount was back in the team after a little while out because, of course, Kai Havertz and Hakim Ziyech coming in and Jadon Sancho on the wing, Leroy Sané. All the reasons he is out of the team, but when he comes back into it, he can perform. That's just what we need. Rotational players who can perform on the main stage like that in the Prem, and we're 1-0 up. First goal of the season for Mason Mount as well. Yeah, I haven't given him many chances, but looks like he's snapping this one up. I said Pulisic's under pressure to get a place in the team this game, but maybe Mason Mount as well. And here's Mason Mount. Can he do something again? Running forward with the ball. Only 20 minutes gone, and we could be 2-0 up within 5 minutes as Frankie de Jong's made a good run. Bashiri, oh, de Jong didn't twig onto that. If he would have twigged onto that ball, surely we're through. And here's Mason Mount again. Look at this. He's always on the ball, but not very fortunate that time as he looks for Frankie de Jong and he's passed it straight to the Norwich midfield. Here's Emi Buendia. Don't let him put that ball through. He has done. And Buendia over the top of Reece James to Onel Hernandez, who runs onto it. James has slid in. Not go anywhere near it. Arteaga has time to whip the ball in, and Skriniar, thank you, he got it away. And can we get the counter on here as well? Christian Pulisic got himself to prove. He's got Rocky Bashiri to beat, and Mason Mount beat him. Now Pulisic beats him for pace, not having the best of games, tries to slide in, doesn't get near Pulisic, who passes it to Tammy Abraham, and the wrong ball. If you give it to the man at the edge of the box, which I think was Mason Mount again running the show, it was obviously a goal. And now Jadon Sancho hasn't been as involved as he usually is in this game. Loses out, and we've won the throw-in. As they're going to give it to Mason Mount. I was going to use him on the run again, but I can't now. It's Mason Mount has it again, and he can't drop it off to Reece James. What's happening to your Mount? However, here's Jadon Sancho, and we've got the ball back. Mason Mount. Oh, what is wrong with him? Why has he gone so bad all of a sudden? As they've passed it through. They've got 2-on-1 here, but Skriniar makes the tackle and Plus, all the players were flooding back anyway. Can we get another goal before half-time? That is the question, as Mason Mount actually finds the right pass this time. Jadon Sancho has got Tammy Abraham in the box. Jadon Sancho can keep on going, though. He's got the pace, he's got the skills, and he's using them too often, I think. Jadon Sancho, can he get the finesse in, though? And oh, I had to go for it after them couple of moves, but yeah, very optimistic, and we'll go into half-time 1-0 up. Probably could be better, but I'll take it. Definitely take the lead, because this could be just one of those games where we don't get the win. They've had more possession as well, so we've got to keep on top of this game. Can't bottle it. And here's Tammy Abraham. Can we get this cushion just after the half-hour mark? But Tammy loses out on it, but that's a really reckless pass, I think, to Reece James, who comes away with it. That's it. Got the seconds in, as Mason Mount gives it out wide to Jadon Sancho. I keep forgetting who it is, as Tammy Abraham has it now. Oh, wrong ball. That was supposed to go straight to Mason Mount, who's got a chance. Punched by Stubert. Straight to Jadon Sancho. Tammy Abraham. Oh, what a good save by the keeper. Corner ball. Come on, let's get a goal here. I mean, it was a good save, but probably Tammy should have done better as he gets the header. And that was nowhere near the net. And Reece James, what a game he's having as well. Keeping Atal out of the team as Pulisic gives it into Tammy Abraham. Can we get it back to Tammy? Rocky Bushiri actually doing well in this second half, unlike the first, as Chilwell. Really good control from him. Mason Mount onto Ruben Loftus-Cheek. To hit it first time, and oh, that was so close to being a wonder goal. First time strike from outside of the box. Go into the opposite corner, and it's just wide of the post. And Frankie de Jong with it now. Gives it to Mason Mount. Mount round to Pulisic. That's really good interplay, and that's a bad foul, referee. That could be a red, you know. Tom Tribal in the middle, but no. A yellow, but the referee ran quite quick over to him, so hopefully that means he was thinking about a red a little bit, because that's usually what the FIFA graphics mean. As Skriniar gives it to Loftus-Cheek, though. Can Loftus-Cheek get a goal? It looks like a good hit, a clean hit, but obviously blocked. And we've started to dominate in this second half. More possession from us and shots, of course, as Norwich building up here. We don't want to let them back into the game. Of course, 1-0 is a very dodgy score. And that's a dodgy tackle from Milan. Skriniar gets past Diaz, and he's offside, thank God. And Hudson-Odoi is going to come on, as Frankie de Jong's going to take this free kick. Just going to pass it into that gap where Christian Pulisic is. I was ready to cut into it as well, but the wall has moved, and Pulisic, don't want you down, mate. Good job he's got straight back up, because Sane's injured. Don't want two wingers out. And come on, boys, last 9. We don't want to do what their kit suggests and fall on a banana slip, because you know what happens when we play bottom of the league. Like Bristol City last season, we bottled the league on it, as Hakim Ziyech wins the ball, though. Tammy Abraham, I want you to make a decoy run, because Ziyech's going all the way. Hakim Ziyech has got past Tom Tribal. He's on a yellow. He can't pull him down. Hakim Ziyech wraps the game up with 5 minutes to go. What a run from the Moroccan to get us the win now. We are comfortably 2-0 up. And yeah, what a run from Tammy Abraham. We've got to give him credit. Takes the defender Rocky Bushiri out of the equation. Tom Tribal knows he can't foul him. He keeps up with him, to be honest. Oh, it's Zimmerman, actually. Christoph Zimmerman and Rupp at either side. But yeah, can't get near Hakim Ziyech, or Ziyech, however you want to say it, as he finishes the game off 2-0. And Norwich getting the last attack off here. Artega, the left back, coming at us. Back heels it. That's a good back heel. But Reece James steps in. Got to be my man of the match, definitely. Reece James has had a blinder against bottom of the league here, as we could actually get another goal from his interception. We're past added time, but Hudson-Odoi's going to whip one in. Ziyech with the header across net, and it wasn't far off. But it doesn't matter, because the full-time whistle has gone. We've got a 2-0 win. Definitely Reece James, player of the game. And yeah, it could have been a potential slip-up, but we've got the job done, and that's all that matters. Now we move on. We shift our focus to PSV, who are bottom of our group. So I think I'm going to simulate this one. I feel like the league is priority, and the Carabao Cup, we didn't go far in that last year. So this year, we want to go far in it this time. So I'm going to try and put maybe a full team out against West Brom. Although I probably could sub. I don't think they're in the Prem in this. I'll have to check before the game. But yeah, PSV is going to get simmed, and I'll get towards the team in a minute. And I think this is what I'm going to play. I'm going to play the rotated team with Pope in the net, Atal, Dunk, Skriniar and Chilwell, with Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher and Mason Mount in cam. Hudson-Odoi supporting Abraham, and Pulisic supporting him from the left, as it is the team we have gone with in a couple of other games. I think the game against Lokomotiv Moscow, which we actually simmed as well. So hopefully PSV are weaker, because Lokomotiv Moscow have beaten PSV. So hopefully we can get the win here and stay top of the group with Dortmund on our backs, and it would be huge. They haven't won in their last 3. Can we make it 4? And we can. 3-0. Milan Skriniar, Mason Mount and Tammy Abraham getting a goal. Haven't scored with him in a bit. And Atal showing faith. Okay, mate. I mean, that's the only game you've played in a while. I'll take that, though. He's not out on strike with me, as Kai Havertz is actually unhappy on his game time. He's played, well, he's subbed, hasn't he? So, yeah, I understand that. He's subbed for Mason Mount, but I think he'll be back in the team here as we need to play Everton, who might be a tricky challenge. And although we have won the last 2 games, I am going to go ahead and change it up for Everton with Oblak in the net. Reece James stays in, though, because Atal was in front of him, but Reece James has done really well with Skriniar, Diaz and Chilwell at the back as well. With De Jong, Havertz now happy because I've told him he's playing, and Ziyech in cam with Sancho, Werner and Pulisic. Don't worry, he's not going to be that tired when we get to the game. That's just because he's played in the other game, and I want him to prove himself a little bit more. He did okay in the Norwich game, but I just want to see a little bit more. Let's have a look at this Everton lineup. Have they strengthened, should I say? With Pickford in the net, Montiel, Keane, Holgate and Bamba at the back. Haven't heard of them fullbacks. With Melendo, I know he's decent, Besic, Sigurdsson and the Iwobi. With Cenk Tosun and Jean-Kevin Augustin, who flopped at Leeds in real life. So I'm a bit surprised they took a risk with him. I don't see any other striker of recognisable name on the bench. So hopefully we can neutralise their attack and attack them in defence. However, Everton starting off brightly, but not if Diaz has anything to do with it. Timo Werner had a 2-game rest, so hopefully he's up for it. And he hasn't come playing like Havertz with his rest, as he's straight back into the action. Timo Werner tries to cut back inside, and Holgate's done well to read it. Panicking, though, and they've given the ball straight to us. Christian Pulisic to throw it into Ben Chilwell. Chilwell around the side to Kai Havertz as well. Werner's got his back to net, but I'm going to try and find him. Good cut. Oh, and he went to Sancho. That was unlucky. And now Frankie de Jong. Come on, boys. Let's get closer as we've passed it here to Christian Pulisic. Can Pulisic be off the mark? Oh, good save, Jordan Pickford. And yeah, putting it Everton under a little bit of early pressure here if we can get this ball with Jadon Sancho. Iwobi's doing well to get away though. But yeah, very happy with how this game's begun. However, Bamba, we can't let him get forward. The left back as he gives it back to Alex Iwobi. I feel like these, like Norwich, may be a banana skin if we don't deal with them right as Cenk Tosun. We know he's dangerous with his head, but we've dealt with it. And Hakim Ziyech, he did that run in the last game in the 90th minute. I don't think he has the energy when he's starting to make one of those runs, though, as Timo Werner gets it now. And Christian Pulisic's making a run off him. Christian Pulisic through the middle. And Christian Pulisic can make that run because he's just done it. And it's 1-0 to Chelsea at Goodison. The Captain America gets the goal. Yeah, he needs to prove himself to get back into the team full time once Sané comes back. And he's doing just that. Takes his chance. I wanted to see more from him, and I have done right here. Straight past Jordan Pickford and puts us 1-0 to the good. Very nice. And Everton straight on the attack as it went through to Augustine. No one read it. Where was Skriniar? As he's got the ball now, so that's where he is. As Kai Havertz has it now. I don't think he's playing as well in centre mid, but I don't think Ziyech can play there at all, so I'm going to trust him to keep on going. As De Jong's keeping on going here. Gives it to Timo Werner. Going to step back. Now give it to Ziyech. And can Ziyech put us 2-0 up? He's fluffed it. No, he hasn't. He's somehow chipped it into the top corner, and it's 2-0 within 20 minutes. Yes, the new audio I'm trying with this camera does not always work, so apologies for this, guys. You're just going to have to bear with me with the replay. As you can see in the bottom corner, I'm very confused, as we'll carry on right now. And that's a good finish. Apologies if my mic went off then. It did what it did a while ago, and my whole recording stuff just stopped. So I think I've got it fixed here as Mason Holgate tries to get the ball, and no, he can't, but they're going to come at us now as it's gone over to Melendo. Don't want an instant reply, and we're not getting one. Ben Chilwell now, and come on, we can make this free before half-time. It's been a lot better against Everton than it was against bottom of the league Norwich, so don't understand that one. As still, we've got to be careful. Montiel, Melendo gives it in the middle, and that's a good run, you know. Diaz stepped up. Frankie de Jong has to deal with it. Cenk Tosun with it now. Tried to snap him, and it's gone to Alex Iwobi. We've got to get across, and Oblak makes the save. And here's Timo Werner. Werner with his back. Oh, referee, come on, he's been tripped there. Give us the free kick. There we go. And can we make it 3 just before half-time with this? We've got to take this very tactically, though. And the last one, I think I passed it to Pulisic, who didn't read it. And I'm just going to hit this with Ziyech. I'm going to put it nice and wide as it's curling. And it's gone into the bottom corner, but the keeper met it there. And that's half-time. I think I've just got one of my players booked as well. Maybe Kai Havertz, as I slid in recklessly there. But what isn't reckless is our performance on a whole. Very nice. 2-0, no banana slips, no goals conceded. And we just need to keep it up in the second. And here's a throw-in for Jadon Sancho. Can we take the most of this as Kai Havertz waits for Reece James. Come on, Sancho, you should be the one running, as that's a really good ball from Reece James. He's onside, he's Jadon Sancho. No one in the box for him. He's going to go all the way, pull it back to the edge. That's what I like from my wingers. Not pulling it back to where all the defenders are, but pulling it back to the edge of the little box as Timo Werner's there to tap it in, and it's 3-0 to us. Game done and dusted. Yeah, he might not have scored as many as last season, but he's got one here at Goodison Park, I'm going to say Selhurst, as Jadon Sancho created it, though. Really good ball over the top from Reece James for him to run onto, puts it across the box, straight, oh, they were going to say through the legs, but it didn't go through the legs, but it went past him, and that's all that matters. 3-0. And here's Milan Skriniar, passes it into the middle. Could we make it 4 here, like we did against Dortmund? As Werner cuts it back to Hakim Ziyech. Oh, and I thought that I bounced into the net and back out with that much venom, but no, it's hit the post behind the net. Good try, though. And here's Frankie de Jong, puts it out wide to Christian Pulisic this time, who's going to have it back. Christian Pulisic, chance to cross it. Ziyech should have another here, and he's done it again. Well, I think he's just missed the post behind the net, but he has put it wide at that mark again, and that was a really good chance. I know he's not the best at headering and not the most accurate, but should have been 4. And here's Hakim Ziyech, going to drop it off to de Jong. It's going to come here, though, as this is Pulisic making the run. Christian Pulisic onside, gives it back to Timo. He's got Ziyech with him. Ziyech has the ball, and he just can't finish. He's had so many chances in the second half as Hakim Ziyech, and he just can't find the back of the net. Everything blocked wide or something else. And here come Everton. They've actually got a chance here as they're going to cut it back in, and it is met by the head of, is it Moise Kean or Alex Iwobi? I'm unsure. It's the same hair. It's Alex Iwobi. And hopefully they don't have time to spark a comeback, but you never know with football. It's 3-1. And yeah, really good diving, well, not diving header, just a header above, I think, Kai Havertz, who's a tall man, so he should have been up for that. As, yeah, both didn't communicate and somehow they found themselves a little outlet back into this game. Very disappointing. However, Jadon Sancho, we've been on the search for this 4th. I didn't think it would come to them as Jadon Sancho's cut back into Sigurdsson. We are not playing this well in the last 20 minutes here. I don't know what's happened to us, so hopefully we can't switch off. And to put another ball into the box here, and All Blacks had to receive it. 5 minutes to go. And Everton could get 2 goals. We've got to be careful, as that's a really good ball, though. And he's still risking it, is Ziyech. And the risk has paid off. If that wouldn't have gone through, I would have been angry. But here comes Jadon Sancho. Cuts back. Edge of the box. Kai Havertz. Oh, and what a header clearance from Michael Keane. And maybe there is time for our 4th, which I did want. And another 4-1 result. 2 in 2 episodes. That's back heel to Timo Werner, who is onside. Timo Werner. Really good ball through to Pulisic. And I think he were off, wasn't he? No, he was on, and he missed that. How can you miss that, Christian? I mean, you have scored, but you've got to finish them chances, as we've still got to move on here. Got to be careful with Ziyech, though, who's on a yellow, and we can't get the ball, but that shouldn't be a problem, because there we go. Full-time whistle is blown. It's 3-1 to us. We've got another win on the road. And that's 3 wins out of 3 so far. And here we go, West Bromwich Albion in the next game. And a fun fact, at the time of recording this, they're playing against Leicester. And yeah, I think they're doing alright for themselves. Haven't tuned in for a while as we're training the youth up here. Maybe this Patrick guy and Broha can come up to the team at one point. Maybe they make the bench for the Carabao Cup. Although we do have Tammy and Unyao. I mean, it's harsh to be a striker here. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not going to be anywhere near the starting lineup. As we've gone to the rotational team again. It works for the cups. There's Pope's in the net. Atal, Dunk, Skriniar and Chilwell, because these two are always fit enough to play every game. With Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher and Mason Mount in the cam role, with Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham and Christian Pulisic. Still want to see more improvement from him. Yes, he got a goal, but maybe 2 goals or maybe a goal and assist here. It would be a gradual improvement. And here we go. West Boilers Albion we're playing here, as I've just got to warn you guys as well, the camera is very low on charge, so if it goes off, I apologise, but we've got to focus on this game and not the camera, as can we get the 3 points, who knows? In matter of fact, I know, because we can't, because it's a cup game, with Bond in the net, Mwene, Hegazi, Steve Cook, Connor Townsend, Samfield, Sangare, Jonathan Lecco still there with Lewis Baker, I think one of our ex-players, Edwards and Esterio up front. Don't know many of these. I know Connor Townsend though, because he did play for Grimsby on a stint on loan. So yeah, hopefully we can stop him, because he's definitely the biggest threat. And here we go. Let's get off to a good start with this little reserve team, as Hudson-Odoi has it now. Back to Tammy Abraham. This doesn't really need to be called a reserve team, because all these players are good enough to be in the first team. As almost went over the top and almost 1-0 up. And West Brom actually taking the second attack here, as being cut back by Jonathan Lecco. Here's Estiero. Goes around the corner. Milan Skriniar reads it though. And can we get a counter on? That's a bit bad, Tammy. Got to give Hudson-Odoi a chance at least. Mason Mount now. Can Mason Mount create something? Work wonders. Tammy Abraham back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. This team, of course, beat Tottenham as well, so it is good enough to beat West Brom here. As Tammy Abraham gives it through to Mason Mount. Can he open the scoring? Goes for that bottom corner. And it's a really good save from the keeper, Bond, I think it is, who's the backup. As it goes into the box, Tammy, just isn't tall. Well, he is tall enough, but just can't reach that one, as that's a really bad pass at Tal. And here's Mason Mount here. Can he get it over to Tammy Abraham? Can Tammy Abraham get the better of Higazi? No, he can't. But if we chase this pass, maybe we've got another chance. 20 minutes in, I thought we'd have one goal by now. Not to sound arrogant or anything, because I do think we have the better team, but I thought we'd definitely be winning. But West Brom have held their own in this one, you know. They've done pretty well. We're already 2-0 up by this point against Tottenham, and we could be 1-0 down, as the cross is a bad one, though. However, West Brom, look at that for a ball through to Estiero, and Nick Pope has to be close, or quick off his line, should I say, as he does just that. But you can see the creaks and peeps that they're getting hold of here like this, the scraps that the defenders from us are giving them, as they've got another attack on here across the box at the back post, and Ben Chilwell can't stand his man up. It's 1-0 to the Baggies here at Stamford Bridge, and we could be on for a Carabao Cup upset after winning every single other game. It's just the cup one, the one we want to stay in where we go and concede. And who is it at the back post? Is it Lecco? No, it isn't. It's the... Who is it? Mwene. I think it's the right back in the box. And Chilwell, you've got to do better than that, going straight to ground. And yeah, got to rebuild from a losing position now, as we are 1-0 down in the deficit. As here's Mason Mount though. Can we get a bright spark back into this game? Tammy Abraham, can you do it? Can Mason Mount do it? Oh, could Loftus-Cheek, but the ball just hasn't gone to him. But referee, that is studs up, and that is a yellow and a free kick on the edge of the box, please. However, it wasn't given, and now they have a free kick. West Brom standing over the ball. It's whipped in deep. We've got to watch the headers as Ajayi, I think the centre-back who got on it, and that was very close. That was very, very close. We've got to watch ourselves. Could have been 2-0 down. And can we do it just before the half-time whistle? Maybe. Maybe not, as Tammy Abraham has it here. Good flick back to Gallagher, who flicks it to Mason Mount, who picks the wrong option out, but he's still fighting for the ball. Can he put it across the box? No, he's going to win a corner, though, and we're going to have a chance to take it. And with the last one being promising, I've got a feeling this one might be as well. Going to take control of Tammy, who's going to be at the front post. Skriniar gets across. And it was almost in, but it looks like at half-time, yes, it's going to be 1-0 to the Baggies. Got to get into the changing room, try and make a difference. Because so far, we've had the cutting edge, but just not the finish. And yeah, no changes to be made so far. I think I've got Timo on the bench, hopefully anyway. And I've got Unyal if he doesn't work. And Unyal, I think he's got like an assist in his only game I've actually played with him. So I'm going to give him a shot. And here's Loftus-Cheek, leaves the ball behind him. And I mean, it is a foul, but we can't be doing stuff like this, boys, in the game. It's very sloppy, and the second half doesn't look any better. However, here's Conor Gallagher, goes round to Tammy. Tammy, you've got to keep hold of that. I think I've got to take him off as well for Unyal, because Tammy Abraham, he's just got everything, but not in FIFA. It's just no pace, which you need in FIFA. And look at that, his footwork's sloppy as well. However, here's Loftus-Cheek. Let's build. Let us build, as Christian Pulisic waits for Chilwell. Chilwell comes across. Mason Mount. Oh, that was supposed to go to Loftus-Cheek, but it goes further back. But it's gone further forward to Tammy, who gets it across to Ruben. Tammy's got space in the middle. Tammy Abraham, and what a save from Bond. We're going to take him off anyway after that shot, as that was very close. Unyal's time to shine, and that was so close as well. Can Skriniar get the header? No. Can it fall to Unyal? No. And he isn't the shortest of players himself, is Unyal, so hopefully we can use him as a target man like Tammy, but hopefully just a little bit faster. As can we get the header there? No. Flawed is Lewis Dunk, or this is Dunk I'm controlling now. No, it's Loftus-Cheek. Can't get a hold of my players. As Atal, it was Atal who's got to do the business here, but he's got rounded, and the cross has gone over the bar. He's having a bit of a struggle. And Unyal, got to try and win this header. He does. Back to Loftus-Cheek through the gap to Mason Mount. Can Unyal make himself worthy of a Chelsea shirt next season, as he could have an assist here? Mason Mount, 1-1. And Unyal, coming off the bench, gets an assist like last time. Maybe I haven't given this guy much of a chance, because of course the microphone goes off again. I'm going to get this problem sorted, I promise you, I guarantee you guys. I am going to get it sorted later on this month. But yes, very nice goal there from Mason Mount to put us level against the Baggies. And back to me. Come on boys, Pulisic here. Last couple of minutes. This is going to probably be the last attack. Unyal with the ball. Gives it back. Mason Mount. Can he get the winner? No, he can't. It looks like extra time here. If we don't get anything quick, we're going to try and win the header, but it's not a good one. And yep, West Brom are going to take us to extra time. Got to keep on fighting for the result. No substitutions to be made. 10 shots. Oh no, it's penalties. Straight to a penalty shootout. And I don't think I'm going to switch any of them players. Maybe Skriniar actually because he's a defender. And yeah, penalty shootout, I guess. So yeah, the penalty shootout last time didn't go well against Lloris in the net for Tottenham. But can we take the lead here? Bond, who's been amazing in the game, makes the save. So we're already trailing. Yes, we are. God's sake. Pulisic though with it now. And I'm going to go low and hard. Can Bond save this? No, he can't as it's into the bottom corner. And now Nick Pope has to try and make this save. It's Ocampo taking. And Nick Pope saves it. So we bat level with Atal taking the next one. Can he score? Bottom corner. Saved. I can't believe it. When we save, they save. As Estero scores. Mason Mount though now. Mason Mount. Come on. I just want you to carefully put it into that top corner. Caress it. And it's hit the post. It's hit the post. We could be out to the baggies here. It's all down to Sangare and Nick Pope, who's going to dive. And we've been beaten by West Brom. I actually don't believe that. 3 penalties missed. Another penalty shootout bottled. And another cup competition we have absolutely underperformed in. Oh, very disappointing. Guess there's nothing we can do now. I thought we were going to go all the way with this tournament this year, but not to be again. And yeah, I bet the baggies are having a good time going through, as these are a championship club, boys. Really disappointing show out from all the boys in a blue shirt, apart from Unyal. Only bright spot, to be honest with you. I mean, Skriniar, the captain, wasn't good. Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic. And yeah, I hope they go and win it now, because you always hope the team that beats you go and win it, because it spares your blushes, as Liverpool have gone through, Man United, Newcastle, Man City's beaten Arsenal, all the big teams just performing. It's just us who have slipped up. I've gone on about banana skins all episode. And then, of course, we get caught by one in the last. However, it's actually not the last. I mean the cup competition, which is the last. So I don't want to get the Italian job. I want to go into this game against Leicester. The only thing I'm going to do is one change, and that is flicking RS to this main team. So we've got Oblak in the net, Reece James, Skriniar, Diaz and Chilwell at the back with De Jong, Havertz and Ziyech. Sancho, Werner and Pulisic up front. But Pulisic, skin of your teeth, mate. If Sané weren't injured, you'd be probably in the reserves, mate, because you're not done well at all. But can we get the victory against the Foxes just to cheer me up a little bit and keep this title challenge on? We do. 3-0. Jadon Sancho with the first one, Tammy Abraham with the second, and Reece James with the last. So I guess that's spared the blushes a little bit. But yeah, guys, that is it. As we're top of the Champions League group, we're going to PSV next. And what are the other games? We have PSV, Watford. Oh my. Manchester United and Liverpool in a row. So I don't look forward to that, as unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I really haven't enjoyed going out of the cup, but yeah, like, comment, share and subscribe for more of this in the future until 2021's FIFA by EA Sports. Said it the long way around. But yes, have a good day, guys. Stay safe. I will see you in a bit in the next episode of the FIFA 20 Chelsea Career Mode. Peace.